quick video on showing you how to install an Accutune. So when you receive your Accutune here, it's going to come in a small bag along with the Allen key that you need. So this Allen key not only locks and unlocks the set screw that would keep it from actually moving, but it also allows you to take the washer off, and we'll show you that here in a little bit and why that's important. A lot of people, whenever they first get their Accutune, their first instinct is to, when they want to install it in the bow, is to take this black washer off, but that's not the case. So you're going to put your Allen key down and you're going to just unthread the Accutune here. Okay, and you'll see this Accutune stem that's actually adjusting your center shot is translating outward, and eventually the thread will break loose and you can pull this stem out like that. If you don't loosen up this locking set screw all the way, this third piece will not come out, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay, so the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take it into your riser. This is a standard 5/16 24 thread, and you're going to go ahead and just thread it in. Now, some risers will get to this point and they will stop threading in. We machine our 5/16 24 threads to the low end of the tolerance because a lot of risers will have coating buildup inside of them. So sometimes you will have to run stabilizer thread through your plunger hole and clean that out to help it thread the rest of the way in. But for the most part, if you have a clean hole, clean threaded plunger hole, it should thread right in nicely. And another failure mode that we have is sometimes people want to crank down on this too much and do a full half turn. All you need to do is get it finger tight like this. We have these two flat surfaces here to put a crescent wrench and just do a little eighth turn. Just a little snug, and that's going to be perfectly fine. This white Delrin washer will compress and it will act as the lock washer, and you're all good. So the next step of the process, you're going to flip the bow over, and now you're going to see the hex geometry of the Accutune. So your Accutune stem also has the hex geometry, and I'll explain why that's important in a moment. But all you're going to do is just push it down into that hole, okay, all the way until the threads engage, and then from there the threads will catch. And you can see now the Accutune is adjusting. The center shot is translating left and right. Some bows like this DOS HT21 is pre-countersunk. So the Accutune sinks all the way into the riser. Some are not. But for the most part, you can get a pretty nice center shot, get it over to the riser window pretty far with most all bows. Now, the nice thing about the Accutune is that hex stem feature prevents this Accutune from spinning. So if you do have a plunger hole that is really low against your shelf, you can actually shape this Delrin black washer, and as you're making the adjustments, you can see the lettering on that flathead screw. See how it doesn't rotate as it's moving in and out away from the riser? So that makes it nice, is that you can actually shape your washer and it can move in and out without spinning on you. And that's it. So once you have it installed and tightened up, you're going to go ahead and use your Allen key and tighten up this set screw like that, just a little finger tight, and that's it. Your Accutune is ready to go, and you're ready to tune your center shot back and forth as you're tuning your bow. Makes tuning a bow a breeze without having to change your arrow. You're basically tuning your bow to your arrow. And what I like to do is just add some Velcro dots here, or some sticky back Velcro to the Accutune before I start tuning. Just apply it like that. Take a little bit more time than I just did there. And then I usually will throw one down here on the shelf. And there you go. You're ready to go to start tuning, and you can unlock your set screw and move that center shot in and out. Okay, we get a lot of questions on the compatibility of the popular Springy rests and our adjustable Accutunes here. So the Springy rest and the Accutune are designed to be very compatible with each other, and let me show you how you install that. So you'd have your Accutune pre-installed on your bow. So if you do have the black washer or any type of Velcro, you'd remove that, and you want to have access to this flathead screw here, okay? So all you're going to do is you're going to take your Allen key that came with your Accutune, you're going to put it in the flathead, and you're just going to go ahead and back this screw out. Now don't lose this screw because you're going to use it, okay? And you're going to just remove this black Delrin washer. And then now the Springy, you can see how that inside of the Springy is kind of like a conical cone shape. That's going to go right on top of this flathead screw. It's designed specifically to work with the Springy. And then this is going to go right back in to the Accutune. Now notice this feature right here on the Accutune. See how the inside of that is actually cone shaped? It's the same shape as the springy rest. So this springy rest is going to go right into that cone shape. And now what you're going to do is you're going to fit this springy and get it adjusted to just how you like it. And go ahead and tighten this flathead down. And just like that washer, you're going to compress that spring slightly, and it's actually going to act as a lock washer. And there you have it. And so now you can actually back out the screw if you don't like the angle of the springy as you're tuning. You can just do a little half turn out, and you can rotate the springy however you like, and then tighten it back up. There you go. Springy rest, working with an Accutune perfectly.